House of Cards is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
Want to gamble? Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weishaupt with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. Sports betting has exploded across the United States, and if you want to know about sports betting and all the issues surrounding it, you attend a conference given by SBC. And just your luck, there's a huge conference in my home state of New Jersey. From November 30th to December 2nd, the SBC Summit North America is being held in the Meadowlands. Not only will there be CEOs and policymakers in the sports betting industry, they're actually inducting 5 members to the SBC Sports Betting Hall of Fame during the conference. To tell us all about this incredible event, we are talking with Sue Schneider, who is the Vice President of Growth and Strategy for SBC. When we come back, Sue's going to tell us all about this important conference. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-297-9788. 800-297-9788.
Psst. Yeah, you. Come here. Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore. Now, we can shop privately for adult products at adamandeve.com. They've got massage oils, lingerie, and lots more we can't mention here. Use the offer code SPICE404. They'll give you 50% off almost any one item, 3 free DVDs, free mystery gift, and free shipping. That's 50% off, free shipping, and more. Private shopping starts at adamandeve.com.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off. Call 1-800-594-9530. 1-800-594-9530. Factory-trained and certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath and Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
You're listening to House of Cards. Check out our website at houseofcardsradio.com.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishaupt with you. House of Cards is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com. For anyone in the gambling and sports betting field, SBC is an incredible source of news and information on this fast-moving industry. As a gaming attorney myself, they are a crucial source of information which allows me to do my job. And from November 30th to December 2nd, they are having the SBC Summit North America in the Meadowlands in New Jersey, covering all the important issues in the gambling world. And to tell us all about it, on the line, we have Sue Schneider, Vice President of Growth and Strategy for SBC. Sue, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Sue, I got to tell you, I think I've read everything you've written, and I've actually attended some of the same conferences that you were at, but I've never actually met you, so it's really great to talk to you now.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to meet face-to-face here shortly if you're coming up to the event.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be there. I mean, and like I said, SBC is so important to the sports betting community. But for our listeners who really aren't familiar with SBC, can you tell us a little something about it?
Sure. Basically, SBC has been around for a number of years now. They started in the UK and started out as an opportunity basically to put events together for, it was sports betting community is what it stood for. So they would put events together, whether they were networking events or educational events. And so they've grown that over the years. And clearly after the Supreme Court decision over here, there was a pretty quick pivot to break into the U.S. So I've been working with them on that for about 3 years plus now, and it's been fun. It's a great group to work with. They're very dedicated and very knowledgeable. So it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it.
You know, SBC brings together the most important people in the gambling and sports betting industry. I mean, as we emerge from this pandemic and with sports betting growing at an incredible rate, how important is it for the sports betting community to get together and share ideas with one another?
Well, I think there are a number of things to talk about that we try to accomplish at this event. One is that it's a big marketplace. I mean, we have a number of exhibitors, we have a lot of sponsors, and we have the opportunity for a lot of people to get together. I mean, what is going on, as I'm sure you see with the news that's out there, I mean, there are deals being done every day, whether it's between a team and a league, whether it's market access skins going into, with operators going into new states, whether it's new states coming online and additional ones planned, at the upcoming legislative session around various states. So there's a lot going on. And our intent is to bring this together as a forum, not only for discussing ideas and educating people, which is really important because a lot of the people in the U.S. are just not familiar with sports betting at all. So if you're an operator, if you're a lottery, if you're a tribe, this is all going to be new to you. So it's a matter of providing that education, providing that marketplace, providing that ability for people to sit down and meet each other and see, what kind of things that they can do together, which is really critical.
I'm glad you said that because I split my time between New Jersey, which is my home state, and I have an office in Massachusetts. I mean, the last time I drove up, I went through New Jersey, and it has all its billboards and it's all its ads for sports betting. Then I drove through New York, and they're getting ready for mobile sports betting. I traveled through Connecticut, and they're going wild because they just started sports betting. And then I hit Massachusetts, and there was dead silence because they have no sports betting. I mean, you tend to forget when you're living in New Jersey that there are states that have no sports betting. That's why it's so important for SBC to hold these events and conferences. I mean, there's so much room to expand and so much more ways for sports betting can grow. Do you think sports betting will continue to grow at the pace it has over the last couple of years, or there has to be some kind of slowdown at one point?
Well, I think, we're getting close to, if we haven't yet hit 30 states that have legalized it, which is just shocking to me. I mean, I started in the iGaming industry in 1995 and had a similar company where we put on events and did publications. And I honestly thought sports betting would never be legal in my lifetime. Now I'm older, so there's a good reason why I might have thought that. Because I may not have as much time left as you. But, it just really has been an interesting situation where it's taken off like wildfire, and especially after having watched the online poker industry struggle or the online casino industry struggle in the U.S. I mean, I think right now we're still only at like 6 or 7 states that have brought on online casino games. So if you look at that versus the 30 in a very short period of time, it's just an interesting lesson. I think it's a variety of things that have caused that too. I think a lot of it is just there's less stigma, I think, with sports betting. A lot of people just do it. They do their office pools. They were more familiar with it. I think, they've been able to quickly, because of watching New Jersey's experience, they've been able to quickly get over some of those myths out over there about, what about underage, or what about, cannibalizing a land-based operations, business and things like that. So there's been enough experience now with some of these states that the other ones can look at that and say, okay, well, we can kind of lay that one to rest. That myth has been exploded at this point. So there's more room for growth for sure.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Attention seniors with Medicare. This is an important announcement. Did you know you may qualify for a monthly Social Security rebate? Did you know you may qualify for a $0 monthly premium? That's right. You may qualify to get $135 added back to your Social Security check each month. Just call the Medicare benefits line to get your options. It's a free call. You may also qualify for $0 premiums, dental coverage, vision coverage, hearing coverage, and prescription drug coverage. With this type of plan, you don't need Medicare supplement insurance. Call now because you deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits, including a rebate to your Social Security check each month. Agents are standing by with free information regarding Medicare benefits. It's a free call with no obligation, but it could mean big savings for you. Call the Medicare benefits line now to see if you're eligible for a Social Security rebate.
Call 800-574-6770. 800-574-6770.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Well, don't take it too hard. I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, too.
Stupid? What do you mean, stupid?
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishaupt with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with Sue Schneider, Vice President of Growth and Strategy for SBC. Now, I want to ask you about this great event being held in my home state of New Jersey. Can you give us an overview of some of the topics that will be highlighted during the SBC Summit North America?
Sure. I think what we're talking about for example, we have several really interesting keynotes. One is Bill Miller from the American Gaming Association is going to be giving some of his perspectives. You know, this event, when we first ran it in April of 2019, it was called Betting on Sports America. We've expanded it a little bit because I think the event is, or the sports betting industry is bringing some of the iGaming back into it. So I describe it as it's a sports betting event with a side of iGaming with it. So he's going to be talking a little bit about both of those things and where things seem to be headed in the U.S., which I think will be really useful to get his perspective because he's living that day to day. We have another interview that Contessa Brewer from CNBC is going to be interviewing Sue Kim, and he is the chairman of the Bally Corporation, and they clearly have been on a roll. I mean, they've purchased Sinclair Broadcasting, so now they have, you know, that sort of visibility on the media side, as well as what they've been doing, rolling up both suppliers as well as a lot of their operations. So he's been really innovative. So she's going to be interviewing him to just kind of get his perspective on things. And then we have Jan Jones, who is a board member with Caesars, that's going to be talking a little bit more about, you know, how is the industry going to be sustained, and looking at it from the standpoint of, you know, we're going to need to address social responsibility and responsible gaming and things like that. So how do we make that into something that is not going to be a flash in the pan, but will be sustainable over the long run? And then from there, we've got 4 different tracks over 2 days that's pretty much filled with just about every permutation of topic you can think of, whether it relates to players, payments. You know, we just kind of look at it from all angles. So I think there's going to be a little bit of something for everybody.
I got to tell you, anytime SBC has a conference, I always look at the subjects and the topics you present, because I know working in this industry, I'm going to run across them in the coming year. I mean, I saw you have a panel on esports. Then I also noticed you had a panel on fixed odds wagering and horse racing. And I realized, wow, I really better get to know these topics inside out, because they're going to be big issues in this industry in the near future. I'm curious how you go about deciding what topics you're going to present, because speaking as a gaming attorney, you have been really spot on with the topics you choose.
Well, I think it's interesting because, again, I mean, compared to other events companies, we are kind of by and for the gaming industry. You know, this is not one of 7 different industries that we're in. So it makes it easier to be able to, I think, come up with topics that are relevant to people. And we still, you know, even though we have 4 tracks, we still don't have enough room. I wanted to get something in on NFTs, and, you know, there were about 4 or 5 other topics that we just couldn't figure out how to fit it in, because there was too much that we wanted to put in there. But I think it's just a matter of being attuned to the industry, listening to what our attendees tell us that they want to hear about. You know, we have the added value because we have the publications, is we could look at which articles are top articles read on the publications. And that way we can kind of gear, which areas we want to get into and focus on more.
How will the overall conference be set up? I mean, will there be individual speakers? Will there be panels of speakers? What can we expect to experience during the conference?
Well, let me start out by explaining just kind of what the schedule is. We start Tuesday, November 30th. First of all, we're working with Epic Risk Management on a kind of a pre-conference on responsible gaming, and they've done that. For them, it's invitation-only event, but they wanted to make sure that operators are really clear on how this works, and they've put together a tremendous program with great speakers for that. That will be at Jay-Z's 4040 Club in Manhattan, and then that opening night reception will be there, and that's where we had it when we had our inaugural one in 2019, and it's a great facility. So then the next 2 days are basically conference and trade show on December 1st and 2nd. Wednesday night is basically we're going to be renting the Coaches Club at MetLife Stadium, and we're doing our Hall of Fame awards there, and it's just a whole event that evening. And then the second night is going to be at the Edison Theater in Times Square in New York, and we shuttle everybody back and forth that wants to go. So it's and that will be an awards kind of a broader awards event that night. But, we finally come to the conclusion that we should start calling our events all-inclusive. Because honestly, from morning till late at night, you're taken care of. And we don't really nickel and dime people with paying for everything. It's one fee for registration. And from there, we take it from there. So I think we're going to have to kind of rebrand that. I think that's something people can relate to. But it is fun. And, I've had people tell me, oh, yeah, I set up a dinner with a client or, a prospect or something like that, and then it ended up taking them away from the rest of the events. So it's just a mindset, and it's something that SBC has done very, very well with all of their events.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because the great thing about SBC events is a lot of business gets done there. I mean, you get to meet with a lot of people. You tell me about the networking events for SBC Summit North America, because I think you said some of them, but it is such a great way to meet and talk with the attendees at the conference.
It is, and it really is. I mean, we, every events company has struggled over the last 20 months with how to do this. We were able to be very flexible, which you could do as a, relatively small, non-public company that's only in this industry, and shifted to digital events. But again, we're very excited about getting back to live events. And, between the show floor, between all the conference, between the networking events that are going on 3 nights in a row, there's just super opportunity to get to know a lot of other people. And there is, as you said, a lot of business that gets done at our events at SBC.
Well, you mentioned the show floor, too. I mean, one of the great things is visiting with all the exhibitors that you usually have. Give us a sense of who will be some of the exhibitors at your conference.
Well, I think, it's interesting because you'll see really a lot of different ones. I mean, it's a lot of the same suppliers that you may see on a regular basis that are either exhibiting and or sponsoring and having some visibility. And there are also smaller, newer companies that are coming in. One of the things I forgot to mention is we're starting what we're calling First Pitch, which is a pitch competition for new startups too.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's new for us. And we're hoping to, probably replicate that in some other SBC's events, around the world. But we've gotten 4 great judges. We've gotten some great prizes that include both investments as well as some in-kind things. And, we're getting really good take-up from a lot of the startups in the industry. There are some real gems out there that I think people are going to be surprised to see and hear about and be able to talk to some of those startups that are there. So that's a new feature that we haven't done before, but we're excited about that one.
Okay, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. See you on the other side.
I owed the IRS
IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-297-9788. 800-297-9788.
Hey, this is Dave Weishuttle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of November 22nd, 2021. The commercial casinos in the United States have had their best quarter ever. In the third quarter of 2021, U.S. casinos won nearly $14 billion. According to the American Gaming Association, commercial casinos are on pace to have their best year ever, breaking the revenue record of $43.6 billion set in 2019. The industry has seen two record-breaking quarters in a row in 2021 as pandemic restrictions have lessened over the year. World Series of Poker Executive Director Ty Stewart stated that an announcement will be coming soon for the new home of the WSOP. For the last 17 years, the WSOP has been held at the Rio, but now some speculate that the tournament will be held in either Caesars Palace or Bally's Las Vegas. This year's WSOP returned to live play and had a final entry count of 6,650 players. And finally, cryptocurrency ATMs have now been installed in a casino in Mississippi. The Scarlet Pearl Casino announced that the same type of cryptocurrency ATMs that are being used in Las Vegas will be available to customers on their property. These ATMs allow people to convert their cryptocurrency into cash to be used in the casino. So grab your crypto coins and head down to Mississippi. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on Twitter at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards.
I'm talking sick piles of money. I'm talking lay on your bed in your Vegas room, throw the money in the air, and dance as it showers down on you money. I'm talking frosted glass limo money. I'm talking big cowboy hat, silver turquoise buckle money. I'm talking gambling.
I am in love with you.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with Sue Schneider, Vice President of Growth and Strategy for SBC. It sounds like such a great idea. It's the SBC First Pitch presented by Wager.com, and it's such a great opportunity for startups. I don't know of any other conference that is doing something like that. Is there?
Well, there are some. I mean, it's not that unusual, more so in Europe. We haven't seen that many. One of our judges, actually Lloyd Danzig, had one at G2E, okay. And that was the first time G2E had done one, just like a month ago. So it's still relatively new here, but again, it's kind of a staple in some of the European conferences that go on.
I want to ask you about another program that you're having is the SBC Awards North America. You just mentioned it before. Tell me about something about the awards that will be presented during this ceremony.
Well, there are a number of different categories. So, and again, this one is a little broader. It's not just sports betting, so it could be iGaming related. It's both targeting, suppliers, operators. So it's a real mix. We have a number of different categories for that. So this will be the first time also that we've run this awards program here in the U.S. So it's kind of exciting to see that. They've gotten just really a lot of entrants, and the judging is going on with that now. So we'll see where those go, because we just did our launch Latin American event in Miami. We moved it to Miami. It was originally scheduled for Cancun, but we just did an awards down there, and that was the first one there. And it was a really interesting experience to see these folks really take this very seriously, which is great.
So, whenever you go to an SBC event, I mean, you meet some of the most important people in the sports betting industry. And now I read that during this event, you can even meet some Hall of Famers. You're inducting 5 people into the Sports Betting Hall of Fame during the conference. First off, who are the inductees for 2021?
Let me make sure I get these right. One is Joe Asher. Okay. One is Joe Brennan, who had worked with a nonprofit called iMega, and he was really kind of the push behind the New Jersey sports betting effort. So he wasn't necessarily that high profile in the past, but he certainly did a lot. Johnny Avello, who is now with DraftKings, and he is he was with Wynn for a number of years. He's a longtime Las Vegas sports book guy. Mm-hmm. Yolanda Acuna, who also has like 30 years of experience working primarily with MGM in the past. She's done a great job, so we wanted to recognize her. And I'm missing. Oh, Jimmy Vaccaro, who will not be there in physically, but we're doing an interview with him. And he was South Point, and he also has probably 40-year history with sportsbook in Las Vegas. So, we're getting some folks that were really knowledgeable and really kind of help bring that whole industry from its infancy in Las Vegas up. So a couple of these guys kind of represent that particular group.
Oh, no, they're absolute legends in the field. It's going to be amazing to even be in a room with them. But tell us something about the induction ceremony. When and where is it being held?
That will be at MetLife Stadium on Wednesday night. I believe the actual induction ceremony part starts around 9. And part of it, I think this happened. I'm hoping this got put together, but we're also, I think, doing some activations on the field. So like if people want to go down and try to kick a field goal and stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
So
believe it or not, I still play indoor soccer, so I may give it
there you go.
I may give it a crack, just to see if I could do it.
So bring sneakers for anyone who's attending the ceremony, because
I don't know how that will work with dress shoes or high heels. So
and it might not be very good, but it's so amazing that it's actually in the stadium. I don't think I've ever been to a conference where it's been in an actual NFL stadium.
Yeah. Well, they do this a lot with their London events. Mm-hmm. They do that at Stamford, the Chelsea Stadium a lot. So that's where they came up with that idea. It's like, well, what do we got there? So, this one's fairly close to the Meadowlands Exhibition Center. The last time when we did it, we had our one event now again, this was in nice weather. We had an event one night on the roof of Meadowlands Racetrack, which was beautiful. It looked out on the whole Manhattan skyline, and it was just so fun. So another thing that's really good about SBC is they know how to plan great parties. So.
You certainly do. I mean, if someone wants to register for SBC Summit North America, how would they do that, and where would they go to get registered?
Well, if they can do that if they go to SBC events, that will give you a choice of really kind of all the things that are going on with there. But if you look at the Summit SBC North America under sbcevents.com, then you'll be able to see that. But also you can then take a look at some of the other events that we've got planned. We do one that they just did last week in London. We had one in September in Barcelona that is meant to kind of be more global. So they've got quite a few planned, and we've gotten the calendar together now for 22. So it's going to be spread out more. I mean, this year was really challenging because, as you know, everybody canceled their events earlier on. And so, like, there were so many events, both of ours as well as other producers who were in this last 4 months of the year. So we're all kind of exhausted from that standpoint. Well, it'd be nice to have them more spread out in 2022 and get back to normal.
Now, as you just demonstrated, you have some of the best speakers, the CEOs, the policymakers, anyone important in the sports betting world. If someone misses a speech or a panel discussion, will you have an on-demand section where they can go and hear the presentation maybe at a later time?
Yes, we're not going to be streaming live on this one. We're trying, people are so burned out on digital events at this point. But we're going to be taping them all, and we should have them available within the next couple weeks for to watch them on demand. And then that way, because we also get this too, we have so many tracks with having 4 tracks going at one time that people always come up and say, I wanted to see more than one, but there were too many. So this is a way to kind of catch up on the ones that you wanted to see, but just didn't have the ability to go and see them all at the same time.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of what you have planned for 2022 for SBC events?
Yes, we're going to go back to the Meadowlands, but we're going to put it back it'll be in mid-July.
Okay.
We wanted to get it back in a little warmer time of year so we can take advantage of more for the networking things than anything else. And just watching the schedule. I mean, it's interesting when you're scheduling these things. And again, I've been doing this since 1995. You got to watch out for World Cups. And I mean, there's all kinds of other things that, you just wouldn't get any sportsbook operators' attention when those kind of things are pending. So you have to really kind of watch the schedule closely, the broader schedule closely. And then we are going to do another LATAM event. And we may do a small thing in Canada. We're looking at doing that because clearly that's breaking loose now since they've finally been able to, get the legislative approval for the single game sports betting in Canada, which is, it's just going to be really fun to see what transpires there.
Sue, we're running out of time, but can you tell us again when the SBC Summit North America is and how can people register for the conference once again?
Sure. If folks go to sbcevents.com and then click on the SBC Summit North America, you can go there to look at the networking schedule, look at the conference schedule, look at the show floor map and plan so that you can see who's exhibiting, just a variety of things that are going on. There's still an opportunity there to be able to do that. So it will start actually the conference part and the networking part will start the evening of November 30th, and the conference and trade show itself will be all day and into the evening for December 1st and 2nd. And that's all at the Meadowlands in New Jersey, with 2 of the nights networking events being in Manhattan. And again, we provide shuttle service over for that.
Sue Schneider, Vice President of Growth and Strategy for SBC. Thanks so much for coming on and telling us about the SBC Summit North America being held from November 30th to December 2nd in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. It's going to be an incredible conference, and I urge everyone to check it out. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us all about it.
Well, thanks for the invitation. We look forward to seeing you guys there.
Absolutely. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards. Hey, this is Dave Weishuttle from Turnpike Sports with this week's Bet Flash. Bet Flash is brought to you by BorgataCasino.com, now in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Gain access to the most exciting casino games when you join Borgata online. Sign up with promo code FLASH21 at BorgataCasino.com and receive a first deposit bonus up to $1,000 and $20 free when you register. Play the best online casino games at Borgata Online. Last week, the New York State Gaming Commission approved 9 operators to offer mobile sports betting in the Empire State. Those 9 companies are FanDuel, DraftKings, WynnBET, Bally's, Kambi, BetMGM, Caesars, PointsBet, and Resorts World. And as quickly as the approval came from the state, BetMGM announced they have entered into a marketing deal with Madison Square Garden. With the state of Illinois reporting their sports betting numbers, the U.S. handle hit an all-time high in September. For the month, the national sports betting handle reached $5.2 billion with a revenue of $411.9 million, both of which are records. And finally, it looks like betting on esports may become a reality in the state of New Jersey. Governor Phil Murphy signed a bill into law which will allow sportsbook operators to post odds on esports tournaments. Competitive eating contests and events like the Academy Awards are also now cleared for betting without a special review by the Division of Gaming Enforcement. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports. Stick around, we'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore. Now, we can shop privately for adult products at adamandeve.com. They've got massage oils, lingerie, and lots more we can't mention here. Use offer code SPICE404. They'll give you 50% off almost any one item, 3 free DVDs, free mystery gift, and free shipping. That's 50% off, free shipping, and more. Private shopping starts at adamandeve.com.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beating the House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to this week's edition of Beating the House, where we're going to talk about the slot machine wins, the jackpots that go on in the casinos, the online casinos, Keno, bingo, lottery, bad beats. Basically, any kind of jackpot that has gone on in the past week or so, we're going to be talking about it.
Yeah, there's a lot this week, too. I mean, Vegas had like 4 or 5 or something like that.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we have 4 jackpots of $1 million or more in 1 week in Vegas.
That's great. Wow, what a week.
And we're going to be talking about 2 jackpots in 1 day in Atlantic City.
Okay, all right. Vegas and Atlantic City, you got to love it.
Gambling markets 1 and 2, 3, depending on who you talk to regarding Nevada. So, but anyway, we're going to start off in Vegas, the 4 $1 million or more jackpots in a week.
All right.
Harrah's Las Vegas. A man from Washington won nearly $1.4 million over the weekend while playing Pai Gow poker at Harrah's.
I never played Pai Gow poker, but I didn't know you can win $1.4 million doing it.
Well, Mr. Pham, I can't pronounce his first name, and I'm not going to even try, from Vancouver, Washington, landed a straight flush. It was a 7-card straight flush with a joker.
Okay.
To win the jackpot. It was a progressive jackpot as well. And this was also, according to Mr. Pham, the largest jackpot of his life.
So he's implying that he won other jackpots, just not $1.4 million worth, really?
Now, depending upon the news reports you read, the press release did not say this from Caesars, because Harrah's is a Caesars property.
You got this from a news source, or
I got this story from a new press release, but there are news reports out there that said this guy was a professional gambler. I have not been able to verify that one.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what type of jackpots he's won in the past.
So maybe he has more than one big jackpot, but I guess this one was the biggest,
This is the
1.4
biggest.
million. Well, congratulations anyway.
Staying in Vegas, because we just said we're doing 4 Vegas jackpots.
Yep.
Circa. One lucky visitor went home with extra cash in her pocket after winning a jackpot on the Wheel of Fortune machine.
Ah, boy, those things are like money machines. Wheel of Fortune, Divine Fortune, and the Monopoly games. Boy, they just hand out money. I love those games.
No word on which Wheel of Fortune machine this was. I know there's at least 60 variations out there,
Which
whether
is
it's brick and mortar
incredible.
or online. It's just an amazing brand of slot machines out there. But Nikki from California won $1.075 million on the Wheel of Fortune machine in Circa. And as always, Derek Stevens was in the picture.
Great, good.
When they did the Twitter post.
I think he's one of the best CEOs for a casino and a
He's very
resort.
hands-on.
He's very hands-on. He's always there. He really cares what happens on his property, and it's so great that he's so involved. And he's on the gaming floor, which is great.
Well, 2 days before that jackpot, we go over to Treasure Island to see another jackpot. One lucky winner there went home with $1 million after winning the jackpot on the Buffalo Grand Progressive slot machine. There's the other one.
Yeah, the Buffalo machines, huh?
It was $1,089,850 on the Buffalo Grand Progressive slot machine at Treasure Island, Las Vegas. This was on a Friday afternoon. The Circa one was on a Sunday. So within, 72 hours, $2 million.
Wow. Great.
And also, the casino spokesperson made sure to say that the winner was also a Treasure Island Players Club member.
Oh, what comp points did they earn, huh?
I want to know exactly how many comp points you get for $1 million
I don't know.
progressive jackpot.
Yeah, how does that affect your points?
I got to find out from one of these casino people what kind of comp points you get for that kind of jackpot. Going over down the street to the Main Street Hotel and Casino, we have a woman from Hawaii who was there for the Raiders-Kansas City Chiefs game.
Okay.
This was on Sunday. 7 minutes into playing on the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Double diamond slot machine. There's another variation.
Ah, okay.
She hit the jackpot and won $1.025 million on a $2 wager.
So she was playing 7 minutes, and she only put in $2, and she won over $1 million.
Well, she put $2 in on that spin.
Oh, that spin. Okay,
that was the wager for that spin.
Look, she was only playing for 7 minutes. She couldn't have put that much money in. I mean,
have you seen some of these slot players? Boom, 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 boom.
But obviously, she was betting $2.
Yeah,
so
you know,
they paid off.
Paid off. That is an amazing thing. 7 minutes, $2, $1 million. That's a great payout for that. All right, we're going across the country now to Atlantic City, New Jersey. We've got a couple jackpots to talk about there. Borgata.
Ah, my favorite.
A player won $82,380 on a 1 cent bet. 1 cent bet.
Wow. 1 cent, huh?
1 cent.
I didn't even know you can bet 1 cent. I guess you can. There's 1 cent machines, but normally you play more than one line.
This is reported by the New Jersey Division of Gaming Enforcement. Okay. It was a 1 cent bet.
1 cent bet.
Playing the Funan Funu slot from AGS.
I don't know what that is, but I probably have seen it on the floor, but I'll take a look for it again.
You know where you've also seen it?
Where?
It's a big online slot game right now, too.
All right, I'll check it out.
Both brick and mortar and online slot.
Well, I have an account with Borgata Online Casino, so I'm going to check out the Funan Funu slot machine. Did I say that right?
This was the brick and mortar.
Okay.
It may not be on the Borgata Casino.
Well, I'll check it out. I'll go see if it is.
It probably should be. Usually they're,
okay.
They usually do both there. But I think, as a lot of people know, the Funan Funu slot machine is an Asian-themed slot, given the name.
Okay.
I think you can draw that conclusion. With greens and golds that dominate the screen. Vibrant splashes of red across some of the symbols, a deep red backdrop to the reels. It's beautifully designed.
Okay. With this press release from the...
No, I went to the AGS website to get a description.
The AGS is what?
The slot maker.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the one thing everybody points out about this game, it's set up a little differently.
All right.
The screen itself. The game title takes up about a third of the screen. The reels fill another third, and then you have the details of the jackpots down the whole left side of the screen.
You know, I've never seen this machine, but I'm wondering if it's one of those machines that actually has the seat or chair built into the machine.
Some of them do. It depends on the cabinet.
I'm seeing a lot of that now, a seat actually built into the slot machine.
Well, just so you know, and I know you're wondering, Funan Funu is translated as lucky boy, lucky girl.
Okay, all right.
And the logo for it, you see two children riding golden dragons beneath the jackpot information.
Wait a minute. I think I've seen this.
I've seen it in
I
several
may
places.
have seen this. Okay. Now, yeah, I remember it's because I was thinking, are there two children riding dragons? I think I probably have seen this in a casino. Yeah, okay. All right.
And the reason you have two children riding golden dragons is because in Asian culture, children are seen as bringers of wealth and fortune.
I did not know that. Okay.
So a little learning today.
Yeah, okay.
I learned you something. We're going over to Harrislank City. This is the brick and mortar.
We were just there. Great
they
place.
Had two jackpots on the same day.
Wow, okay.
November 13th.
We weren't there that day, but I wish we were.
And I was not one of these two people either, unfortunately. We had one jackpot for $128,000 and another for $150,000.
All right.
The $128,000 was on IGT's 5-Star Poker, and we've talked about the video poker game before.
Sure.
The other one, the $150,000, was on the Bally Lock It Link Piggy Bank slot machine.
Okay.
The game shows piggy banks that link together on the screen. Now, they lock in place, they award free spins, and then as soon as the screen fills up with piggy banks or the free spins end, you get more money, a bonus. Maybe it's also free games, all that stuff. And last but not least for this week, we're going over to Florida. We haven't done a Florida story yet.
All right.
Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And this is actually an anniversary and a slot jackpot combined.
Oh, we got both, huh?
We have on Monday, November 15th, the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood celebrated surpassing $1 billion in jackpots awarded in the year 2021.
Just for the year, huh?
$1 billion in jackpots.
Good for them.
And it's not just slots, it's also table games as well. So
okay.
It's $1 billion in jackpots. And they were doing a drawing where one lucky winner would receive a grand prize. So at 10 a.m. on Monday, November 15th, Sergio Montoya from Miami, Florida, was surprised with $100,000 cash after hitting a jackpot.
Wow.
Now, he was handed the check, the big check, by Pro Football Hall of Famer Jason Taylor.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
He was on site to congratulate the winner, and in addition to the $100,000 cash prize, he got Montoya received the Live Like a Rock Star hotel package.
Okay. What does that entail?
Given it's Hard Rock, they had to have a rock star type of package.
Sure.
Package includes 3-night stay for two in an exclusive swim-up suite in the Oasis Tower at Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood.
All right.
A Bora Bora Cabana experience at the Guitar Hotel pool.
Okay.
Now, this is the casino that has the big glass guitar.
Sure. No, it's a famous landmark in Miami.
And $1,500 in resort credit to spend at the restaurants, the salons, the retail shops, and other amenities at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
Wow, that's great.
So he got a jackpot plus.
Wow, that's awesome.
And just to for good measure here, adding on to the jackpot given to Montoya, the Hard Rock Hollywood also gave Jason Taylor a $100,000 donation to his Jason Taylor Foundation.
Oh, that's great.
So jackpots all around, good fortune everywhere. That's it for this week's Beating the House segment.
Well, that'll do for another episode of House of Cards. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.
In your head, gone dead, riverbed.